Spika, swali langu kwa waziri, nikubalie nitumie Kiswahili manake kimenoga leo. Swali langu kwa waziri ni je, kwa sababu ufugaji wa samaki ni kitega uchumi kizuri sana. Je, wizara imeweka mikakati gani kuona kwamba ufugaji wa samaki na uvuvi haufanyiki tu mahali tulipo na maziwa ama bahari, na kwamba tunawafuga samaki pia katika maeneo hata ya huku bara, labda kwa kutengeneza mabwawa ya kufuga samaki, ili kwamba pia wanabara wakawa ni watu wanaofuga samaki na wanaokula samaki. Je, mikakati ni gani? Asante.
Senator Boy Isa Juma.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika. Kwanza napenda kumpongeza Mheshimiwa Waziri hivi juzi kule Migori kuhusu habari ya mambo ya uvuvi na hivyo soko mpya zilizojengwa. Mheshimiwa Spika, swali langu ambalo nitakamuuliza waziri hapa ni kwamba kule sehemu za kwetu, kule sehemu za Kwale, sehemu za Vanga, sehemu za Simoni, sehemu za Mkwiro, hivi ni visiwa ambapo kuna wavuvi wanavua kule na vyombo vyao vya kuvulia ni vya zamani sana Mheshimiwa. Na ningependa kujua kutoka kwa waziri kama kuna mikakati gani ambayo za kusaidia wale wavuvi waweze kupata vyombo vya kisasa, maneti na nini kama vile wenzetu walivyopawa hivi juzi sehemu za Migori. Swali langu la pili ni kuhusu
Honorable Senator, under Standing Order 51C7B, you are entitled to ask only one supplementary question. Senator Morango.
Asante sana Mstahiki Speaker. Mstahiki Speaker, kulingana na order ya nakala ambayo tumepewa na waziri, kuangalia zile kaunti ambazo ziliweza kupata kufaidika na ule mgao ambao ulikuwa umepewa, hata kama ilikuwa ni fedha ya mashati kutoka Canada. Kuna manziwa, baadhi ya manziwa makubwa, na mojawapo ni lile ziwa la Turkana, ambao pia wako na matatizo yao na wangependa kufaidika. Na kwa sababu hawakuwa katika order ambayo tuko nayo siku ya leo, mipango gani ulio nayo waziri kuhakikisha kwamba wale wenyeji wa kaunti ya Turkana na Marsabit ambao ndio wenyeji wa ziwa Turkana wanafaidika pamoja na maziwa mengine 23 ambao tulio nayo hapa Kenya? Asante sana Mstahiki Speaker.
Senator Eddie.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Proceed, we're short of time. Proceed, Senator Eddie.
Mr. Speaker,
in the language you're comfortable with. Proceed.
I'm not sure whether Senator Nyutu has
just proceed to ask the question, Honorable Senator.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank the CS for great work that he did in the last 1 week in the counties that comprise the blue economy of Nyanza. And while I know that this question was addressed in journalistic conversation and rally conversations, apart from the good thing that he's doing there, I wanted to ask the CS, is there a budget and a strategy for having to make sure that there is proper equipment on the issue that Senator Miraj asked about accidents that we are seeing across the country in these lakes and as well as the oceans, where fishermen don't have proper equipment to take care of themselves? Because, Mr. Speaker, it's not just proper to help them when they have capsized, but
we
preventing.
The question has been registered.
Thank
Senator
you.
Chute.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Speaker. Watu wamepongeza waziri sana, lakini niko na shida kwa sababu mambo zote waziri ameongea ni kuhusu mahali pengine. Lake Turkana imesahaulika. Nataka kuuliza waziri, tuko na rasilimali Marsabit County, tuko na dhahabu ambayo inatoka Moyale, tuko na ziwa ya Turkana ambayo tunapeleka samaki kule Kongo. Ningetaka kuuliza waziri, atasaidia sisi namna gani kuhusu ziwa Lake Victoria, watu wetu wapate usaidizi ambaye wataweza kutoa samaki kwa njia ya haraka. Na watu ya Moyale pia wanalia gold deposit yao iko huko. Kampuni imetoka hapa, kampuni imeenda kuchukua ardhi ya watu ya Moyale. Anachukua hatua gani kuhakikisha hiyo kampuni license imekuwa cancelled, waende mahali pengine watafute mahali ya kumine gold. Asante sana Honorable Speaker.
Senator Tabitha Mutindo.
Asante mstahiki Speaker. Ningependa pia mimi kumpongeza waziri wetu, tumeona akichapa kazi. Na swali langu ni rahisi, mstahiki Speaker. Ningetaka kujua dhamana ya madini katika kaunti za mashariki, haswa kule ambapo nimetoka, na pia mipangilio ambayo Wizara ya Madini inayo kuwezesha haya madini na dhamana ya madini katika kaunti ya mashariki kuweza kunoga na kuweza kupanuka. Asante mstahiki Speaker.
Senator Morgo.
Asante sana Bwana Speaker. Ningependa kuuliza waziri juu ya uchimbaji wa migodi ama gold katika West Pokot, kama anajua uharibifu unaoendelea, kwamba shimo zinachimbwa kila pahali bila watu kujali kufunika, na ya pili wanapeleka mchanga.
Senator Morgo, your question has been registered. Don't add another one. You're not entitled to that. Honorable CS,
Asante.
you may proceed to respond. You'll note that these questions are related, so I believe you can respond under 2 minutes so that we conclude this. Proceed, Honorable CS.
Mheshimiwa Speaker, maswali yameulizwa ni maswali ya muhimu sana katika hali ya kulinda rasilimali ya kitaifa. Na kwa ujumla tu nafasi ya rasilimali isipotumika inaweza kutumika kiuharibifu. Na ndio maana tumeweka mikakati kabambe. Kwa mfano kama kaunti ya Lamu, sahihi tukiwa tunazungumza tunapanga mipango ya kutengeneza maboti ya kuenda masafa marefu, na yakirudi tuwe na bandari hasusan za samaki kuweza kuwasaidia katika utengenezaji samaki na kuhifadhi. Swali lingine la muhimu nimeulizwa, kwa nini tunaangalia tu maeneo ambayo yako na maziwa ama bahari. Umuhimu tuelewe kwamba hata sahihi ile Center of Excellence ambayo tuko nayo iko hapa Nyeri, hapa Sagana, ambayo inafanya uzalishaji wa samaki na utafiti na mafunzo ya samaki. Na Mheshimiwa Speaker, naweza kukupatia mshtuko kiasi kwamba ujue hata hii Nairobi samaki wengi ambao wanakuja katika soko hili ni samaki ambao wanafugwa katika maeneo ambayo hakuna ziwa na bahari. Na ile habari mzuri zaidi, siku zingine nitawaalika katika maeneo ya Kakamega na niwaonyeshe vile watu wanafuga, kina mama wanafuga samaki na baadaye wanawapeleka katika kiwanda, wanatengenezwa na wanakuja katika maeneo haya. So rasilimali ya uchumi wa blue, Mheshimiwa Speaker, ni kubwa sana. Na ukweli wa mambo ni kwamba hatujawahi kuipatia kipaumbele ambacho kinastahili. Lakini sahihi tuko na mikakati kabambe ya kueleweka. Kwanza kuwapatia uweza wavuvi na jamii zinazoishi katika maeneo hayo, na kuwafunza jamii ambao zinaishi katika maeneo tofauti mbinu na namna za kuweza kupata faida katika maeneo haya. Mheshimiwa Speaker, hayo ndio yale maswali uliuliza Kiswahili. Sasa ingine ni Eddie had asked a question on budget and strategy and equipping, particularly in the area of Lake Victoria in matters rescuing and searching. I want to assure you that our ministry has a budget. We have a contractor on site. We're building the first state-of-the-art search and rescue center in Kisumu, and we are going to equip it with equipment that will fit into the demands of the moment. So I realize, and I have had a conversation with a lot of critical players in the industry, and the number of our fisher folk that we lose every year is shocking and unbelievable. And we cannot attempt to deploy the same strategy and achieve different results. So you are right on developing a strategy that works, what would work today. So air rescue is critical. I had already directed, and the President is in concurrence with our plan, that we must deploy air rescue in the Lake Victoria and in the coastal region, of our Indian Ocean. Mr. Speaker, we have a responsibility of ensuring we secure our valuable resources as a country. Blue economy is one, and mineral is the other. For far too long, we've had a lot of illegal activities in all those areas. In Pokot, for example, in Turkana, in Migori is even worse, in Kwale, in Taita Taveta, in Tarakanidi here, where we are blessed with critical future minerals. We have people all over the place doing some illegal activities. But I can tell you, we are on a mission to ensure we follow them, we pursue them, not just to arrest them, but also pursue their accounts so that we can confiscate their gains illegally and make it public property. We have completed our area geophysical survey. We know our occurrences as a country. We know which minerals we have, where they are. What the ministry is doing today is a narration on our ground truthing. The asset in terms of value, in terms of viability, and whether it makes sense for a larger investment. So I want to assure the House, Mr. Speaker, is that we have a plan, and we are sticking to the plan, and we are executing the plan. Where we need to possibly reform our laws, I'll come back here and consult with my relevant committees. My chairman, Eddie, a wonderful young senator from Migori, a man that I know very well. We work well together. We will work to ensure that at committee level and the Senate we engage to reform so that we meet the current demands going into the future. I submit, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you so much, Honorable CS. Honorable Senators, we will terminate our interaction with the CS at that. Honorable CS, you may leave at your own pleasure. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We will now move to question number 001. Clerk, kindly usher in the Honorable CS. Clerk, can you confirm that CS Energy is present? Thank you. We will now proceed with question number 001 by the Senator for Marsabit County, the Honorable Mohammed Chute. Honorable Senator, you may proceed to ask the question.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. My question is question 001. If you'll allow me, I start with question A. Would the Cabinet Secretary explain why Tari Adi, Dub Gindole, Dogogicha, Isako Muro, All Gabraskim, Saleswa Rio, Konso Banchale, and other villages in Marsabit County remain without electricity connection despite the installation of electricity transformers in those villages? Question B, what steps has the government taken on operationalization of all electricity transformers installed across Marsabit County? Question number C, could the Cabinet Secretary also indicate the level of access to electricity in Dubgoba, Gargarsa, Wario Duba, Manyata Konso, Karatina, Kofiambaya, Parkishon, Lakartinya, Nasikakwe, and in Marsabit County, and explain why the government is doing so, what is the government doing in achieving full electricity coverage in those villages? Question D, Honorable Speaker, what is the status of requests for installation of electricity transformers and extension of electricity connection in Ilpus, Kituruni, Kubibagasa villages in Marsabit County? Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Welcome, Cabinet Secretary, and please you can proceed and answer.
Thank you, the Honorable Speaker. First, for your indulgence, I was supposed to have been here first thing in the morning, but I did agree with my colleague, CS John Mbadi, that we swap the times because he had some other engagement elsewhere. Honorable Speaker, before I go to specific questions raised by the Honorable Senator Mohammed Chute, let me make some general statement that Marsabit County is among those counties, especially in the northern corridor and parts of coastal regions, that have for a long time suffered historical marginalization. The county of Marsabit, among other counties in that region, have been left behind by the successive administrations since our independence. And this has made them not to be able to compete effectively with the rest of the country, and especially on matters electrification. And that's why this administration under President William Ruto has taken a deliberate step to ensure that affirmative action is applied to bring parity, to achieve equity, insofar as development is concerned generally, but specifically to ensure that matters electrification is dealt with in an equitable manner. Honorable Speaker, therefore this administration has adopted a multi-pronged approach, and specifically for Marsabit County. This entails, first and foremost, ensuring that Marsabit County is connected to the national grid. We want to ensure that Marsabit County is connected to the national grid for the first time since independence. And how? One, by constructing a transmission line 45 kilometers from Loyangalani wind power farm to Loyangalani town. A project that has delayed inordinately, but a project that we are now able to commit that come December this year shall be complete and we shall commission it. Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker. That will enable Loyangalani town and its environs to enjoy power, quality, affordable, and reliable power for the first time from the national grid. Honorable Speaker, it is not conceivable that power can flow all the way from Loyangalani wind farm, all the way from Loyangalani to Suswa, here in Narok, bypassing the entire swath of Marsabit land. It's not conceivable. And that is what we want to correct under this administration, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, secondly, we want to unlock the very, very important transmission line project that runs all the way from Loyangalani to Marsabit and equally from Isiolo to Marsabit. By doing so, we shall actually make it possible for power from the national grid to extend to most parts of Marsabit County. That project, which is being financed by Exim Bank of India, is at the tail end of actually conceptualization. What has delayed it a bit is just the matter of the scoping, which had to happen. And we are more than convinced, because as we speak, Exim Bank is going through the paperwork. And we are more than convinced that before the end of this year, we shall do a groundbreaking. That is another commitment I want to make to not only Senator Mohamed Chute and not only the people of Marsabit County, but to the people of the Great Republic of Kenya. Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, Marsabit County, which is comprising of 4 constituencies, that is Saku, Moyale, North Hor, and Laisamis, has got one of the most interesting disparities, if I may call it so. Because in terms of access to electricity, Saku, because of its sheer size, it's the smallest of the constituencies, is seen to be having a high access, about 60-something%. Yet, when you go to the extreme side, extreme end, North Hor and Laisamis, it is 1.2% and 1.8% access rate. That is serious, massive disparity that this administration has made deliberate plans to address through the efforts we have put in place. Honorable Speaker, Marsabit County has been deliberately placed among the 14 counties that are benefiting from the Kenya Off-Grid Solar Access Program or project, the COSAP. And Marsabit County alone has benefited or is benefiting from about 1 billion shilling worth of those projects. About 10 mini-grids covering across the width and breadth of the county. Okay? And some 6 or so boreholes. Honorable Speaker. So allow me, therefore, and I've already spoken to my good friend, the Honorable Senator, Mohamed Chute, that I will be engaging him further, offline, over and above this formal presentation. I will be engaging him further, together with other leaders from the county, to ensure that we fast-track these projects. That is one of the commitments that I have to make before this Honorable House. So therefore, Honorable Speaker, allow me, and I don't want to actually belabor the point, because I have already submitted the answers. On question number 1, which is question 60 what? In the order paper. Okay. That's fine. I'll just proceed. in terms of reasons why those areas that have been listed, okay, remain without electricity connection, despite the installation of electricity transformers in the said villages. Honorable Speaker, REREC, which is our implementing agency, has mapped out and undertaken preliminary works, that is survey and design, of a number of the areas for the implementation in the current financial year, and others for consideration in the next financial year, of course, subject to budgetary provisions. And details of the actual status of the areas are shown in the table 1 in my response. I don't want to belabor that. Honorable Speaker, part 2, the steps the government is taking to operationalize all the electricity transformers installed across Marsabit County. I want to say that a total of 8 schemes are in different stages of metering in the county. And upon completion, approximately 800 customers will be onboarded. And all the associated transformers will be commissioned in order to realize the benefits anticipated by the government of Kenya. In addition, some parts of Marsabit County have witnessed insecurity cases, which has caused movement of people and hence leaving the already installed transformers fairly idle. The government is engaging various stakeholders to foster peace and restore normalcy. Part 3 is about access levels of electricity to those areas mentioned in that question, okay? And what the government is doing to achieve full electricity coverage in those villages. Again, in line with what I've said in my opening remarks, Honorable Speaker, the status of electrification and electricity access in the above villages is as shown in table 2 of my response, Honorable Speaker. The identification, scoping, and electrification of unelectrified areas is an ongoing activity until universal electricity access is achieved. We don't want a situation where we talk about universal access by 2028 or 2030, Honorable Speaker. And yet, many parts of the country, especially from northern Kenya, are left far behind. So that is what we want to correct. Part 4, Honorable Speaker, the status of the request for installation of electricity